Welcome. This is Back to the Bins. I'm your host, Mr. B. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back, and if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. This is a comic book collecting channel, and I'm a comic collector. These Sunday videos are intended to showcase the books I picked up this past week at my local comic shop. I've got a pull list, so I'm pretty up to date with what's happening in comics today. I love digging through the back issue bins, and I love digging through the dollar bins. So, if that sounds interesting to you, and you'd like to join me on my journey back to the bins, let's take a look over here, and I'll show you what I picked up. Alright, and like I said, these are the books I picked up this past week at my local comic shop, 204 Comics in Winnipeg, and as per usual, we start in alphabetical order, and that takes us to the dollar bins. Right on. Right here we got some Action Comics. This is issue number 439 from June of 1974. That's a Nick Carty cover. Certainly beat up. This thing is, missing some pieces here and there, but I didn't really care. To find these in the dollar bin was just kind of nice. And, maybe a reader, maybe we'll cut some stuff out of it. Who knows, but I couldn't say no when they were sitting in the dollar bin, and that's why I got this one as well. This is Action Comics, issue number 445 from December of 1974. Also a Nick Carty cover. Love this. I love a little Lois Lane. I love Superman going on a date with Lois. I love that sort of great 70s, late 60s look of Lois Lane. It's pretty great. I also love the stamp here from January of 1975, which makes sense. Pretty cool. Love that. Sticking with the dollar bin, some nice dollar bin finds here. This is Adventure Comics Presents Black Orchid, number 429 from June of 1973. That's a Bob Oxner cover. You see a lot of people loving the Black Orchid stuff, the Adventure Comics, and I saw it in the dollar bin, and once again, I couldn't say no to it. I also like that it's July 4th, 1973, but these are Canadian comics, so had nothing to do with Independence Day in the States, but I did like the significance of that particular date stamp. Keeping with DC, but moving to the pull list this week, here we got Batman and Robin Year 1, issue number 1. This is the Chris Samney A cover. Mark Waid also doing the writing. A lot of great reviews on this book so far this week. I love this cover. I'm going to love the interiors, and I'm looking forward to reading this. Have been looking forward to reading this since this came out on the FOC months back. But yeah, super cool. And of course, when we're talking Batman and Robin, there's going to be some great variants, and this was one that I couldn't say no to. Once again, Batman and Robin Year 1, number 1. This is the Michael Janin cardstock variant. We also have a first appearance of Grimaldi. I'll show you a picture there. And I don't know who Grimaldi is at all, whether or not they have lore already in DC to some degree or not. No idea, but we'll figure that out. All right, back into the back issue bins. These ones were so reasonably priced as there's a little bit of water damage on all of them. But in terms of presentation, I thought these looked fantastic. We got Captain America and the Falcon, issue 138 from March of 1971. That's a John Romita Sr. cover. Beautiful stuff. This is the first appearance of Nathan Martin. I'll show you a picture there as well. But yeah, I love this. Got Spider-Man. Of course, got the Falcon and Captain America. An urban street scene happening here. Just fantastic. I love that. I collect the milestone issues, but I also can't say no to just a great-looking Captain America cover, and this is another one of them right here. Look at this. Captain America and the Falcon, issue 147 from December of 1971. This is a Gil Kane cover. It's beautiful. I just can't... I don't care that there's a stain here. This thing just presents beautifully as well. That black looks fantastic. A nice close-up shot of Captain America in the middle of some action. So cool. Love that. And we got one more from the back issue bins. Captain America and the Falcon, issue number 148 from January of 1972. That's another John Romita Sr. cover. Anytime we've got the Red Skull facing up against Captain America, I can't say no. Whatever the fifth sleeper is, I don't care either. This is beautiful. The yellow pops. Everything about this is great. I was very excited to add this to my Captain America collection. Heading back over to DC, here we've got, from the pull list, Catwoman, number 69. This is the Sebastian Fiumara cover. Torrin Gronbeck is the new writer on this particular book. Love this cover. Catwoman has been a series I've been collecting strictly for the covers. Before I really knew what was happening with the writing, the creative team change-up, I actually thought they were going to quit, and my original plan was to collect to issue 75 of this Catwoman series. So I think I can continue with that idea, which means we got another 6 issues left. But Sebastian Fiumara is going to have a few more covers coming out in the next couple of months, I believe, and I really like his work. This is the beginning of it, and I can't wait to see the rest of them, and I can't wait to show you the rest of them. And when there's one great Catwoman cover, there's always a second. Here we've got a nice variant cover. Once again, this is Catwoman number 69. This is the Homar cardstock variant. I think it's pretty. I think it's great. I love how Catwoman is always presented. And once again, this is the all-in stuff. The big thing happening over at DC. We got that classic DC Bullet logo as well. So super stoked to have this. And then back over to the back issue bins. And yes, this is what we like to call Doom Patrol. This is Deathlock versus Doom. This is issue number 3. This is just the Deathlock title. But this is issue 3 from July of 1991. And that is the Dennis Cowan cover. Can't say no. Doom hype is real. And why not, right? Got a little bit of Deathlock in the collection already. Saw this sitting in the dollar bins and was like, yeah, let's take it. Back to the pull list and into the independent world. This is Image and the Energon universe. This is Destro number 5, Sanford Green variant. I think this is really pretty. Once again, utilizing the old Chrome Dome's head to make reflections of other characters. I love that look. And this has been a fun book. It's been a while since I read the last issue. And I still think now, after reading both this and Scarlet, I think Scarlet is the superior series so far, which is a shocker to me. But great cover, and I think this might be the last issue. There might be one more. I forget. This is probably the last. So looking forward to seeing how this all ties up and what happens when we get introduced to G.I. Joe in the Energon universe. All right, and then back to the back issue bins. And one of my absolute favorite titles. This is Fantastic Four, number 89, from May of 69. That's a Jack Kirby cover. This is also the first appearance of Slave Master. We got Mole Man on the cover. We got all our favorites. This is just a beautiful looking book. It's definitely slightly damaged. There might be some tape on the side here. I don't really care. It presents well. The reds pop. This is so 60s. Just missing the pop art logo in the corner box, but whatever. This is just absolutely awesome. So stoked to see this. I think I paid $3 for it. It was very, very nice to see that. And back to the pull list. Here we go. Everybody's favorite title. This is Ultimate Spider-Man number 10. That's the Marco Cicchetto cover A. This is obviously an homage to Amazing Spider-Man number 39. I also think that there was a Ultimate Spider-Man cover from back in the day, that original run of Ultimate Spider-Man that also did something like this. I'll see if I can find that as well, but a great book, great cover. This was something I needed to keep as an A cover. Usually, as you know, I am a variant cover guy, but this was such a great cover, I couldn't say no to it. Love that. Love the white band. Really looks nice. And then, right here, we've got the Uncanny X-Men number 4. This is the Luciano Vecchio variant cover. I have been collecting these Vecchio variant covers, and this is great. I just read issue 2. I'm still 1 issue behind. I've really loved this book so far. I love sort of the searching for how we are going to be the X-Men now that everything is gone. Pretty cool. Like it. Love these covers at the very least. And that's everything, folks. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And how about we get back to the real world, shall we? Well, that was a great stack of books. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. And if you did, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe? It really helps to build the channel, and I'd love to develop a community of people who just really love comics. Let's get that algorithm working for us, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next week. And until then, remember, comics are good.